Good morning, you're watching the lululemon Maui Pro. We're into the back half of the quarterfinals where we will start getting really into the world title race. Nikki Van Dijk taking on Carissa Moore, the Australian, traveling down the line. Nice fade into the pocket here, just trying to get a jump start on a three-time world champ who's fighting for a fourth world title today. Van Dijk working hard to put herself into the top 10 on the Jeep leaderboard.
Van Dijk is not going to lie down. She's a bit of a fighter.
This is how things started with Nikki Van Dijk. Anything standing out for you on this wave, Malia?
Oh, that was a good first turn, a good section, good size of the wave. I think this is a really great battle because I know Nikki will push Carissa. I think Nikki likes to start out pretty deep and, you know, in that position to catch the first wave, and I know that's what happened on this wave, and it's a good starting wave.
Some more now up.
Now yellow finding some room.
Thanks for watching on Fox Sports. The Hawaiian running down the line on a beautiful right, tagging it off the lip. Coming around the corner, setting that rapid cutback. Carissa has a huge day on her hands. Making it to the quarterfinals with Nikki Van Dijk, battling with the world title race with Caroline Marks.
On behalf of all the girls, I think we're all very grateful.
So stoked. Malia is going to be joining us for the call in this heat. Carissa versus Nikki Van Dijk. Carissa Moore, beautiful rail lines there. Carved a little layback hammer off the lip. Tries to climb that section, board flips over. Awkward wipeout, looks like she's okay. Carissa, looking from your angle.
Well, just her first initial eyes on her. I mean, she's looking sharp. She's been riding a different board every day. That black board she rode yesterday, I was a bit dubious about it, but looked super sharp. This morning again, starting off with a really good wave, 6.67, but then backing it up. I like the fact she stays busy underneath priority. I mean, she's surfing pretty good. As far as yesterday's performance goes, I thought pretty much unbeatable. Today's a different day, though. Different kind of conditions, a little bit smaller, a little bit less consistent. So
Carissa Moore on this wave at Honolulu Bay. Set up work on that carve. See all those lumps heading toward her, making it pretty challenging to really rip that wave apart. Potts.
Smart move for Nikki to let that one go as well. Here she's up and riding.
Nikki trying to back up the 517. Look at all that speed she's getting. Timing that top turn well. Surfer from Phillip Island just draws that line clean off the top. Wraps it away through the inside, so some classic top turn work for Nikki Van Dijk, using that rail from start to finish to the start of this one. How do you like the wave, first of all, Malia? Is this a good wave to pick off today?
I think when she took off, it looked like it was going to be a good wave, and then it had some foam on the face, which makes it difficult to surf. But I think, you know, Nikki's placement and where she puts her board, she did a good job for how difficult that wave was when you got on it.
Van Dijk this year, working with Richard Dog Marsh, who's on hand here in the channel, doing the caddy services here. A little slip off the tail for Nikki Van Dijk.
He loved to hustle for those first waves.
What a gem for Carissa Moore. She'll stall for the pit. Just a quick look at the view from inside the tube. There's the layback hammer she loves. All that speed to burn off the top, and the whole bluff is celebrating. Carissa Moore looking to better a 4.5 and wants to become the youngest ever world champion. Well, the record of the youngest women world champ is on this replay now. Carissa getting a nice view of that hollow pit, Potts.
Yeah, well, we always talk about the wave as the hero here. I mean, you get yourself on a jam out here at Honolulu Bay, you basically just have to stand there. And that's kind of what happened on that first section of Carissa. You can see she almost tried to pull straight into the barrel, decided to go down and around, little check turn there, and then just, I mean, what a wave this is. But then this is the X factor that Carissa has right here. That turn there, I mean, just puts everything into it. Instagram was lighting up yesterday with some incredible stuff from Carissa Moore yesterday, and I think today's going to be no different. Have a look at that beautiful turn there, Malia, in the barrel.
Yeah, the barrel was nice. I know she probably wanted to be deeper, but that turn was gorgeous. I think all her power and all her energy was into that second turn, and I think that's where...
Getting caught up with the last of Nikki Van Dijk here. Potts trying to find a rhythm to get an 8.94.
Yeah, well, Nikki using her priority on this one there.
You're watching the final day of the season on Fox Sports. 12:30 to go. World number 1 and 3-time world champ Carissa Moore up and out. Priority will change to Nikki Van Dyke. Also joined by Lululemon Elite Ambassador Malia Manuel, longtime competitor. So 10:30 on the clock. You can see the next heat preparing to get out in the water. And this set, washing Caroline Marks through. So much power and energy coming into Honolulu Bay. Carissa Moore up, looking to improve on a 6.67. Now setting up the barrel. This one a bit deeper than the one earlier in the matchup. No need for turns. What was the biggest takeaway on this ride, Malia?
I think trying to wipe off speed, she did a really good job not to race down the line, and then there she kind of did a little double pump just to make sure she was in the right spot. It's definitely not an easy barrel to ride. It gets pretty high and tight towards the end, and I think she had some good patience just to stick with it, and that must have felt so good.
Wow. Yeah, just the time she took at the bottom of the wave, I think, like you said, wiping off just the right amount of speed. See how she shuffles forward and just snuck under that lip. I mean, that was critical.
Yeah, that first little section could have took her out if she, was any closer to the bottom of the wave, but she, positioned very well, and wow, that must have been so fun. A little jealous.
Let's see if she's got a smile on her face. Oh, yeah, there it is. That felt good.
You know when she's smiling at the Nikki wave. Yeah. She has high expectations of herself.
Oh, yeah.
Nikki Van Dyke wants an answer. Up and out, all energy, heading for the Hawaiian. Carissa with a beautiful read on that too.
Coco and Silvana and Paige, think about what Sage Eriksson did last year. Got knocked off the tour, said it's not the end of the world. Where is she now? She's back on for next year, so there's still light at the end of the tunnel.
Sage is one of the best comeback stories, always comes back better than before. Carissa Moore laying down that rail, just enjoying this ride as she approaches that 2-minute mark. Beautiful S-turns all the way through the inside as we'll close this one out and prepare for a huge moment for Caroline Marks, the biggest heat of her career. We might be saying that for a few more heats today as Caroline prepares for Stephanie Gilmore coming up next in the quarterfinals.